Hello and welcome to Lunchtime News here on MTV Sports. You're here with me, Natasha Disanaika. Let's start off with a look at your headlines first. President says that all states in the Commonwealth should work together to advance inclusive economic growth. Commonwealth Foreign Ministers meeting underway. Uruguay celebrate thrashing Jordan 5-0 in the first leg of their intercontinental playoff. Taking a look at your stories in detail, President Mahinda Rajapaksa states that all the states in the Commonwealth should work together to advance inclusive economic growth. The President made this statement at a media briefing held in Colombo today.
Local and foreign journalists were present at the media briefing that was presided by President Mahinda Rajapaksa and Commonwealth Secretary General Kamlesh Sharma this morning.
We are honoured to have the privilege to host this prestigious summit, providing a forum for Commonwealth leaders to discuss matters of concern, common interest and priority. The theme for the CHOGM 2013, Growth with Equity, Inclusive Development, is relevant to all member states. Equitable growth and inclusive development must cut across all segments of society. We in the Commonwealth must unite to achieve rapid, sustainable and inclusive economic growth, especially in developing countries, to ensure that no one is left behind.
We are now on the eve of CHOGM, and this has already been a busy week. The pressure of such a full and rich program has been greatly eased thanks to meticulous planning and careful arrangements by our hosts, the government and people of Sri Lanka. We congratulate President Rajapaksa on the generous preparations and national state of readiness. We thank host ministers, the task force, and the thousands of Sri Lankans who have worked so hard and have made us all, delegates and representatives from across the Commonwealth, feel so welcome.
Meanwhile, the Commonwealth Foreign Ministers meeting, taking place parallel to the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, commenced in Colombo today.
Day 2 of the Commonwealth Foreign Ministers meeting commenced today at the BMICH in Colombo. The event took place under the auspices of President Mahinda Rajapaksa and Commonwealth Secretary General Kamlesh Sharma.
Now for more on what's happening in lieu of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, we now cross over live to the media centre set up at the BMICH, where newsfirst Shamir Rasuddin is standing by.
Let me give you an overview as to what would be discussed during the course of the day in terms of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, which will begin in approximately 22 hours from now. The pre-CHOGM meeting of the Commonwealth Foreign Ministers will convene today. They will be given the People's Forum's recommendations as well by the Commonwealth Foundation. Later on in the day, that is at 3 p.m, Heads of Government will meet business leaders at the International Convention Centre in Hambantota, which will be followed by a tree planting ceremony in the Hambantota district as well. Now, incidentally, on his 65th birthday, Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales, will arrive in Sri Lanka approximately at around 4:15 p.m. today. He will be hosted at a reception to mark his Royal Highness's birthday. He will meet a range of people from Sri Lankan society later on in the day. Now, News First, of course, will keep our viewers fully up to date with regard to all the developments that will take place. 22 hours is the time for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, which will begin at 10:15 p.m. tomorrow. I'm Shamir Rasuddin reporting for News First from Colombo.
A special traffic plan will be implemented in the Colombo city today as well, due to the arrival of heads of state for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohan has said that private vehicles should restrict access to the city during the course of the day.
Vehicular movement will be restricted from 2:30 to 3 p.m., 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m., 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. the following morning on the Colombo-Katunayake Expressway, Baseline Road, Bauda Lokamawata, Bambalapiti Junction to Gold Road, Parliament Roundabout, Lotus Road and Chittampalam A Garden Mawata.
Addressing a program in Hambantota yesterday, Minister of Youth Affairs and Skills Development Dallas Alahapirma said that opposition politicians are creating various opinions within the country at a time when the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting is taking place in Sri Lanka.
The event was held to distribute sports equipment to 72 youth clubs and 12 sports clubs in the Hambantota district in lieu of the Commonwealth Youth Forum. Parliamentarian Nama Rajapaksa was also present at the event.
At present, we are aware that opposition politicians are creating various opinions in the country. The first ever Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting took place in Singapore. Then last year, that is in 2011, Chogam was hosted by Australia. Since 1971 to 2011, every single leader in this country toured the world to attend Chogam. However, this time President Mahinda Rajapaksa brought Chogam here to Sri Lanka. This is the difference.
The Central Environment Authority says that the majority of private buses that operate on the road use compressor air horns which exceed the present noise limitations. The Director General of the authority, Dr. Saranga Alahapirma, said that this was revealed in a survey that was conducted over the past few days.
A majority of new buses utilize compressor air horns that exceed noise limitations. That is why we request all private bus owners to avoid using these horns, because raids are being conducted with the police in order to eradicate the use of such horns. We advise motorists to use these horns only at the appropriate correct places, as they cause noise pollution and cause severe discomfort to the public.
Meanwhile, an unidentified body was discovered in a paddy field located down Alkatua Road on the Anuradhapura-Isramunia junction. The police said that the body was found based on a tip-off. The deceased, believed to be between 60 to 70 years of age, is yet to be identified. The magisterial inquest into the body will take place during the course of the day. The Central Environmental Authority says that a program will be implemented to swiftly remove the chemicals housed in the factory at Madapatha, where a gas leak occurred recently.
Director General of the authority, Dr. Saranga Alahapirma, said the program will be implemented jointly with the Industrial Technology Institute. He further said the report of the committee that was appointed to investigate the factory is due to be received during the coming week. Dr. Saranga Alahapirma said the interim report of the committee has been received by the authority. Accordingly, the ministry has not permitted the factory to be run at its current location. The investigations commenced when more than 70 individuals fell ill following a gas leak from the factory. The CEA said that facts will be presented before the Kasbava court next week.
You reporter Dimesh Adhikari from Polgahavela filed this report today.
This is the tank which comes under the purview of the Polgahavela drinking water project. Even though it has been 2 years that this has been constructed, it remains dysfunctional. The local residents request the authorities to rectify this error and provide a solution to this. The locals are also volunteering to assist in this process.
And that concludes our lunchtime news bulletin here on MTV Sports. Stay tuned for live at 55 updates throughout the day. I'm Natasha Disanaika for News First.